Hello, my name is Brad Collier. I am the Assistant Director of First Year and Transition Programs within the College of Engineering and Technology at ECU. I'm also the advisor for the Computer Science Intended students. This brief slideshow will give you an indication of what Computer Science Intended is about, what we do, and which classes you can take. First of all, Computer Science Intended is designed for those students who do not meet the requirements to declare computer science in their first freshman semester at ECU. This is due in part because students are not able to register for Math 1065, which is our college algebra class, in the fall semester of their freshman year. As a result, students who place into Math 0045 or 0001 for out-of-state students have to spend at least one semester as a computer science intended, take the Math 0045 or 0001, and then qualify for Math 1065 the next semester. As an intended student, you will also be required to receive a cumulative GPA of 2.5 or higher before you can declare computer science. So keep these two things in mind. As a computer science intended student, you must be able to register for Math 1065 and also have a cumulative GPA of 2.5. The students who I advise within their first year of college will take a remedial algebra class, college algebra, and then ensure they have a 2.5 GPA or higher before they can actually declare to computer science. In addition to these two requirements, you will also work with me to fulfill the other requirements needed for the general education part of your degree, as well as any cognates or courses that apply toward computer science. So, how do you know which math to take? This has probably already been described to you in other orientation sessions that you have attended, but just to reiterate, if your math scores, your SAT or ACT scores are not high enough, or if you have not transferred in the appropriate courses from a community college or received any kind of AP credit for math at the high school level, you have to start in Math 0045 for in-state students and Math 0001 for out-of-state students. This is our remedial algebra class, and this class is designed to prepare you for college algebra. You must have a C- or better in Math 0045 or 0001 in order to move on and progress to Math 1065. The good news is, as a computer science intended major, you have plenty of time to take care of these two maths before you move on to computer science. So, which courses can you take as a computer science intended student? Well, of course, you will have your math class. You will also need to take Communication 2020 or 2410. Either class counts toward our communication requirement for computer science. Here's a little bit of a hint. COM 2020 is the foundations of public communication. COM 2410 is public speaking. If you are not one that likes to get up in front of a crowd and give speeches, do not take Communication 2410. Stick with Communication 2020. You also need Philosophy 2275. This is a professional ethics class that is needed for computer science. You also will need your English 1100, which is freshman level English. Keep this in mind. If these classes are not taken in the first semester, it is okay. You will have an entire year to get these classes done. In addition to your English, you will need Biology 1050 and 1051 or Biology 1100 and 1101. Once again, you can take either class. You do not need both Biology 1050 and 1051 and 1100, 1101. You need one or the other. So if you go to register for Bio 1050 and 1051 and the class is full, do not fret. Go back and register for Bio 1100 and 1101. You will also need other general education courses. And what do they consist of? They consist of a variety of categories of classes such as social sciences, humanities and fine arts, health 1000, and kinesiology 1000 or 1001. You will need 9 hours or 3 courses total of social sciences. You will need 9 hours or 3 courses total of humanities and fine arts combined, with at least 1 class from each discipline. So, for humanities and fine arts, you can take 1 humanity, 1 fine art, and then decide if you want to take an additional humanities class or an additional fine arts class. Health 1000 is going to be your 2 credit hour health class. Kinesiology 1000 and 1001 is your exercise class. Keep this in mind. Kinesiology 1000 is a 1 credit hour class. Kinesiology 1001 is a 2 credit hour class. Now, here's an example of a schedule for an incoming freshman who needs Math 0045 or Math 0001 if they're out of state. As you can see here, we have a math class, our English, our required philosophy, our required communication, and our science for a total of 16 hours. Remember, biology has a lecture component and a lab component. The lecture component is worth 3 hours. The lab is worth 1 hour. This student will have a total of 16 hours for fall. We highly recommend that all of our students take at least 15 credit hours a semester so that they can transition to the next class each year. For instance, you have to complete 29 hours to be considered a sophomore. That means that you need to take between 15 hours each semester to get up to at least 30 to move on. You can take 15 one semester and 14 the next year, okay. But to make sure you have enough hours to move up in your class rank from freshman to sophomore, we highly recommend at least 15 hours a semester. This is a very quick view of the computer science intended program. If you have any questions, do feel free to contact me. Once again, my name is Brad Collier. I'm the Assistant Director of First Year and Transition Programs for the College of Engineering and Technology. The best way to reach me is going to be through email at collierbr18@ecu.edu.